Hey guys, welcome. We are here. Let me just pull up here real quick. We're in Sweden, flying down to a small island in Denmark. So we're in Halmstad. We're going over to Bornholm. About 30 minutes flight time on a TBM-850. I need to look at departures, procedures, all that good stuff. We're definitely not going to use that. Let's look at this one. So it's 10 miles to fly out. It's the same. See, runway news is Windows 240 F4. Okay, runway 19er. We really don't need to use the whole thing. It's a small runway there for gliders. I'm going to put in the departure just because, but we might be given a direct from there. So runway VATSIM for Lima. That works. And then, like I said, we might be given a direct to Kimax. Now I know Bornholm doesn't have a star, so it's pretty much just straight down to the approach. And then, I don't know, let's do the, what's we got here? Just a regular VOR I'm trying to find. VOR Zulu, Odd Bay transition. None up here. That works. Okay, now we're going to have to change that to a direct, so Elphick to Odd Bay. And that's all we'll refile, actually. There we go, so that gives us a direct. Little nonsense going to northeast, but that's okay. Just so way we have a sit on there. Awesome. Alright, so now we can go back out. Let's see. I will change this. Regenerate and refile. Yeah, we should be able to. I might possibly head down to Germany after that. Already loaded the scenery. We'll see what. All right, that looks good. Alrighty. Alright, with that, I can reload on Navigraph. This time I'm gonna load in with the changes. Cool. And that was what? VOR Zulu on transition. Awesome. Alright, let's hop in the aircraft and get ourselves ready. That. Fix the controls. Just gotta change it to a prop. Good. Let's go ahead and do GPU. Gonna get the GPU on so we can get ourselves started here. External power, there we go. Radio master, autopilot master, and everything else. Since we're on ground power, no problems there. Light test on the icing. Let's see other tests. Let's test the GPWS. Let's go to auto. And let's swap out. Sounds good. ITT. That's the autopilot. And let's go into standby. Light test. We are cruising at 230. Right there, it's good. Okie dokie. So my best guess is RNAV departure. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's the one. That's good to go. No arrival. Approach runway. VOR runway 11. So VOR Zulu 11. And transition is, let's see, let me, just going to load it, but leave it like that. Awesome. Just look at something real quick here. Okie dokie. So I'm going to go ahead and check our fuel. Block 997. I should have more than that. No, we actually don't. So we had some more. Right around there is good. 4 passengers. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus pilot, co-pilot. Looking good. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's move back to... There we go. Awesome. Alright, we will depart. Let's say runway 19er. That's a 182 on a heading. Transition altitude is 5,000. And let's see. Okay, we're good on here. We're tuning a tower. Yeah, we do have information. No information. Sounds good. No problem. As per the METAR, we got 1011, and we're set 1011. Tower is going to be at, let's see, 130105. Yes, okay.
Metroport Halmstad, runway 01 in use, wind 240 degrees, 4 knots, visibility 10 kilometers or more, clouds, view 3,400 feet, broken 4,000 feet, temperature 19er, 2.11 QNH 1011, startup approved.
Oh, you got that. So, departure runway 1.
Departure runway 10, QNH 1011, startup approved, might be 847.
Change to 01.
And Sierra Lima Tango, taxi to the Aero Club.
Taxi to the Aero Club, Lima Tango, thank you very much, and please do this once again, it was very fun.
I agree, thank you.
Let's go back out. 3 kilo. And load it. And I'll change,
Might 846, ready for taxi.
002.
Might 846, taxi to holding point, runway 01, wind 240 degrees, 4 knots.
So helicopter on 01, Might 846.
Also at the tower, good evening, Echo 04 Charlie Juliet. We heard the weather information on the frequency. I'd like to request our clearance to Bornholm, please.
Echo 04 Charlie Juliet, Halmstad Tower, good evening, roger. Startup approved, clear to Bornholm via VATSIM 3 kilo, departure runway 01, flight level 90, squawk 0206.
Good destination is file Bornholm, Vecto 3 kilo, runway 01, initial 90 and 0206 on a box, Echo 04 Charlie Juliet.
Echo 04 Charlie Juliet, is that correct?
Might 847, requesting taxi.
Mighty 847, taxi to holding point, runway 01, wind 240 degrees, 4 knots, braking action good.
Taxi to runway 01, Might 847.
God eftermiddag,
Ja,
White Fox, Farvik, Erik, IVAR, eller VATSIM. Bort till Gotland, Rödby.
Speed Force 5 Echo, Stiger ut Johan Kalle, bana 19, vänsterut, klart starta. Stiger ut Johan Kalle, bana 19, vänsterut, klart starta.
Klart starta, Sigurd Johan Kalle. Klart starta, Sigurd Johan Kalle.
Speed Force 5 Erik, repetera avsikt. Speedforce 5 Erik, bana Gömmen 01 för start, vinden 240 grader, 4 knop, sikt 10 km eller högre, mål på 3400 fot och bruten på 4000 fot, temperatur 19, dagpunkt 11, Knölge 1011.
It's been acting up the camera. Let me look at that. Very weird. I wonder if it's USB.
Jag tror inte jag ser någon färdplan för dig. Ja, jag ser en Sweetprocess 901 är redo.
Halmstad Tower, Aerodinst 5, inbound PDOX, flight level 127, descending flight level 100, wind and QNH checked.
Aerodinst 5, Halmstad Tower, screening, roger, radar, contact. Aerodinst 5, runway 19 use for landing, proceed direct to Mike Tango 503 and descend 2,600 feet. QNH 1011.
Aerodinst 5, QNH 1010, direct Mike Tango 503, altitude 2,600 feet.
Aerodinst 5, correct. Seacross America har mottagit färdplan avvakta.
TBM Challenger ready to taxi.
604 Charlie Juliet, taxi to holding point runway 01.
20.01 for Challenger.
Och Mighty 846, Mighty 846, confirm you're operating outside, confirm you're operating under operational air traffic or general air traffic.
We are continuing operational.
Roger.
And Mighty 846, we are fully ready for departure.
Roger, Mighty 846, förlåt jag måste bara kolla upp det grejer, jag inte jättedålig med militär.
Jaha, nej då, det är absolut inga problem med Mighty 846.
Mighty 846, would you like to follow the standard military departure after departure, or would you like to exit by a VFR reporting point?
Jag är inte heller världens bästa på det med militär departure fortfarande. Jag håller på att lära mig. Men vi kan ta Åled eller Laxvik till de här länderna.
Mighty 846, roger, clear leave the controls of Laxvik 1,500 feet or below and squawk 7,000.
Clear to leave controls of Laxvik 1,500 feet over there, set a transponder 7,000, Mighty 846.
Aerodinst 5 via Mike Tango 503, cleared ILS approach runway 19er.
Clear ILS runway.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, sort of, kind of, yeah.
Via Mike Tango
It's a virtual green screen, that is.
5.
Mighty 846, confirm we're clear for takeoff.
Mighty 846, runway 01, right turn departure, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, right hand departure, Mighty 846, tack så mycket.
Och vi får ett förberedning. Gotland Roadbase. 845 Echo, confirm your VFR or IFR. VFR. 845 Echo, roger, and are you... Oh, sorry, your flight plan seems to be disappearing all the time, standby.
Let's make sure we're talking to here.
Ligger Johan Kalle, lämnar min kontrollzon, frekvensbyte beviljad.
Actually, I'm not sure. Might be... We'll see, I guess.
Det är strax in och
36485.
österut till Bornholm. Och vi får lämna frekvensen och lite servicen. Vi hade väldigt dåligt nu så vi får se hur det går. Men jättetack för servicen. Hej då, inget Johan Kalle.
Tack så mycket. Mighty 847, klart lämna kontrollzonen via Åled 500 fot eller lägre, transponder 7000.
Echo 0 for Charlie Jet, ready for departure.
Minor 847, clear to leave the control zone via Luxvik, 1,500 feet or below, squawk 7,000.
Flight 847, clear to exit ETC airspace via Ålet, departure, squawk 7,000.
Minor 847, read back correct, do you want to leave via Ålet or Luxvik? Your company is leaving via Luxvik.
Luxvik.
Minor 847, roger, leave the control zone via Luxvik.
Leading control zone via Luxvik, flight 847.
Minor 847, are you able to immediate I had inbound traffic runway 19?
Gör det.
Minor 847, runway 01, no delay to clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff from 847.
Echo Sierra for Charlie Juliet, expect some delay due inbound IVAR traffic, runway 19.
No problem for Charlie Jet. We're ready for immediate if needed.
Roger, I might be able to fit you in, but hold position for now.
Welcome.
Might 846 now leaving control zone via Luxvik.
Minor 846, roger, frequency change approved.
Frequency room at 846.
Airdines 5 reduced to minimum approach speed.
Reduce minimum approach speed, audience 5 and localizer established.
For Charlie Jet, we can bring coffin any heading for the time being if needed as well.
Sierra Charlie Juliet, roger, after departure, turn right, heading 090, line up runway 01.
Red 090 after departure, line up 01 for Charlie Jet.
I was listening for family. 4 Erik, taxade väntplats bana 01. Väntplats 01. Sierra for Charlie Juliet, runway 01, delay, clear for takeoff, traffic information C-130 on the east side of the airport, staying below 1,500 feet.
Clear takeoff 01, 090 for Charlie Jet.
Airdines 5, traffic information, Embraer, correction, TBM-850, departing runway 01, will be turning, heading 090 immediately after departure.
Looking out for traffic, the audience 5. Audience 5, traffic inside.
Roger. Charlie Juliet, thank you for cooperation. Radar contact passing 700 feet, proceed direct to VATSIM.
Direct to VATSIM for Charlie Jet.
Airdines 5, traffic is now heading east, runway 19, clear to land, the wind 220 degrees, 3 knot variable between 170 and 250.
Clear to land runway 19, departing traffic inside the audience 5. Minor 847, frequency change approved. Traffic information, company C-130, 12 o'clock, 5 miles.
Frequency change approved, tack så mycket, hejdå.
Echo Sierra for Charlie Juliet, proceed direct to KMAX.
Where's the other guy? Let's see, I don't see him.
Echo Charlie Juliet, proceed direct to KMAX.
Direct KMX for Charlie Jet.
Credit at Swiss First 901, April 1, ready copy Metroport. Speedforce -01, Halmstad Tower, Metro Port, runway 01 in use for departure, wind 220 degrees, 3 knots, variable between 170 degrees and 250 degrees, visibility 10 kilometers or more, cloud view 3,300 feet, broken 4,600 feet, temperature 2.12 QNH 1011.
Copy runway 01 for departure and QNH 1011. We're going back for clearance shortly, Speedforce -01.
Speedforce -01, correct, break, Echo Charlie Juliet, contact BlackSquare standby.
Bara att Erik för start.
Elliot 5, I'm unfamiliar with the airport. Confirm I exit the runway at the very end to the right hand side.
Affirm.
Roger, Elliot. 5.
Echo Charlie Juliet, contact Ängelholm Tower 127.105. You'll pass through TMA short briefly.
Over to 127.105 for Charlie Juliet. Thanks for your help. Bye-bye. Ängelholm, good evening. Sierra Echo for Charles passing 6,008 to 90.
Echo Sierra for Charlie Juliet, hello, Ängelholm Tower, identified. You can expect further climb in about 1 to 2 minutes for the back shortly.
Roger, for Charlie Juliet.
Echo Sierra for Charlie Juliet, turn left heading 090 degrees.
Left 090, Sierra Echo for Charlie Juliet.
Skyline 2181, continue descent also 5,000 feet, QNH 1010.
That's 5,000 feet, QNH 1010, Skyline 2181.
Echo Sierra 4, Charlie Juliet, continue fly direct KMAX and for higher contact within control 131.280.
Over to 131.280 direct KMAX for Charlie Juliet. Swedish Control, good evening. Echo Sierra 4, Charlie Juliet, flight level 900.
Hello, Echo Sierra 4, Charlie Juliet, Swedish Control identified. Climb flight level 230.
Climb to 230, left for Charlie Juliet.
Good friends, Swedish Control, scanning the 126, flight level 110, flight level 110. Hello, scanning 126, Swedish Control identified, climb flight level 280. 280 for 126, thank you. Scanning 126, proceed direct Nilug. Direct Nilug, 126. Viking 4733, contact Sweden Control 134.980. Bye bye.
498, Viking 4733, have a good night, sir.
Scandinavia 126, contact Sweden Control 127.755. Bye bye. 127.755, tack så mycket. Hej då. Hej då.
cargo lux 24, contact Sweden 134.980. Bye-bye.
Sweden 134.980, cargo lux 24, bye-bye.
Sweden Control, good day, Tundra Wings 102, passing flight level 126, and next waypoint will be North Pole.
Tundra Wings 102, hello, Sweden Control identified, climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280 and request Tundra Wings 102.
Go ahead.
Request flight level 300 for now, Tundra Wings 102.
Yeah, I'll change that in your flight plan.
Thank you. Sweden Control, Tundra Wings 102, confirm. We are clear to climb flight level 300.
Climb flight level 280, you will get further climb from the next controller.
Roger, Tundra Wings 102.
Sweden Control, Red Nose 323, Virtual 290, direct Norway.
Hello, Red Nose 323, Sweden Control identified. Intentions is via Norway, ILS approach runway 17. Report when top of descent.
ILS runway 17 and ready for descent. Red Nose 323.
Red Nose 323, descend flight level 200 to begin with.
Confirm flight level 200.
Affirm, descend flight level 200 to begin with.
Roger, descend flight level 200, Red Nose 323.
To go. Schematics. Next, Elvix. Leveling off. 230. Don't build up our speed now.
Red nose 323, continue descent flight level 100.
So top of the
Flight
set
level
coming out.
100, red nose 323.
It's about 3 minutes.
Echo Sierra 4 Charlie Juliet, contact Sweden Control 134.980. Good evening.
134-980, Sierra Cove 4 Charlie Jet. Thanks for ATC. See you next time. Oh, I did Echo Sierra. I messed up. That's okay. Echo Sierra it is. Sweden Control Echo Sierra 4 Charlie Jet, flight level 230.
Then call caution only.
Echo Sierra 4 Charlie Jet.
Echo Sierra 4 Charlie Juliet, Sweden Control, hello, identified. One in use in runner.
Confirm runway 11 in use or for Charlie Jet. Roger.
And when it's ready, descend down to flight level 107.
When ready down to 100, I'd like to request VR11 if possible with the automated transition. I'm sorry, confirm that descent to altitude.
Then flight level 100, 100, when ready.
100 when ready for Charlie Jet. Now we're receiving already.
Sweden Clocks 24, are we clear to land 17 after noise?
X24, correct the runway 17 Catalyst approach, airport established.
Clear to land 17, will call Clocks 24.
She went the wrong way. So 2,000 feet per minute. That's 1,800.
X04 Charlie, today you can expect VR approach from Otme.
We'll expect VR approach from me for Charlie Jet. 105 is the course.
Sweden Carbox 24, establish Linus 17.
Alright, just spin all the way around.
Carbox 24, contact Stockholm Tower, 11805.
11805, Carbox 24, go good.
Sweden, Viking 40, correction, Viking 4733, published message bridge procedure.
Viking 4733, speak control, hello, identified. Turn right, action left heading 030.
Alright, a left turn 030, Viking 4733.
Alright, so we're gonna do, let's say 100 knots.
Viking
600 feet per minute, and minimum is 650 or 604 RA.
Oscar, so we'll turn right heading 085 and descend to 2,000 feet.
Right heading 085 and down to 2,000 feet. Oscar, Bornholm.
Hello, good evening. Can you still confirm you're planning on the card?
847 with you. No first time flying VFR, no shorts or anything.
Yeah, I'm hearing like people, I think it's VFR aircraft just talking. I might have to tune a different frequency. It's kind of distracting.
Wait, I'm listening to it. I don't hear anything at the moment.
Okay, I definitely heard people talking though. I'll just fix it on my own. That's fine. No big deal.
And station check-in before a second. Oscar, so we'll turn right heading 1508, clear the list report 2019.
Right heading 150, clear ILS 19 Oscar, Bornholm.
Echo for Charlie, Juliet descent to 3,000 feet, the QNH is 1011.
Thought of 3,000, 1011 for time set.
Flight 847, requesting land from Ronneby VFR flight.
About 847, Sweden, hello. Ronneby is outside my control zone.
Okay, shall I contact VM Patrol?
Try Sweden on 127755.
No contact with 127755.
Well, approach red nose 323, passing flash level, at flash level 100, direct Norway.
And I said, please use quick control, hello, identified, descent 2,500 feet, QNH 1011, expect that is approach runway 17.
Descent to altitude 2,500 feet for QNH 1011 for ILS 17, those 323.
Viking 4733, turn left heading 350.
Upturn 350, Viking 4733.
BlackSquare, Romeo. I have updated, because Mailer has updated. The QNH is 1013, visibility increased to 1,400 meters. Roger that. QNH now 1013, and let's hope it's enough to land Oscar Romeo. Echo Sierra 4 Charlie November, contact overtaking control 136.485.
36485, thanks, right C by Echo Sierra for Charlie Net.
One niner 8.
Governing and control, good evening, Echo Sierra for Charlie Net, passing 81 down to 3000.
First Martiner 5122, welcome to below taxi stand 40 via Foxtrot. Bye. Echo Charlie Juliet over Copenhagen. Control, hello. Do you require latest report for Rome?
Say again for Charlie Net?
Do you require latest report for Rome?
Yes, please, for Charlie Net.
Echo Charlie Juliet from wayport firm 1820 Zulu, wind 0936 knots, visibility 9 kilometers or more, no clouds, temperature 13, viewpoint 12, unit 1012, transition level 65, runway 11 in use.
Roger, thanks for the info for Charlie Net.
Scandinavian 1667,
65, so going to 1012.
Scandinavian 1667, attack flight level 3,
65, 13, 12, 11, 0936, plus 9.
126 G25 and contact correction 9 climb 240 Scandinavian 687, hello.
Sunset 9er Tower 1 Charlie, for spacing turn left at X210.
Seven heading 210, Sunset 941 Charlie.
Echo Charlie Juliet cleared VOR runway 11 via Old May, descent 2000 feet, and report final.
Cleared VOR 11 via Old May, we'll report on final for Charlie Net.
Crystal requesting further descent.
Argentina 1602, descent flight level 130.
Descent flight level 130, Argentina 1602.
Scanning on 52 hotel, contact approach 119, 8055.
Contact approach 119, River 805, Dubai, Scandinavia 52 Hotel.
Central Planner for 1 Charlie, I need 3 degrees more, 5 degrees to the left.
Was it Central Nona for 1 Charlie?
Affirmative, turn left by 2 degrees.
Left, but 2 degrees, Central Nona for 1 Charlie.
Yeah, it's really on the end, 9.3.
1000 no.
It needs to be 10. And traffic information, traffic's on your 12 o'clock position, same level, from left to right. No,
Yeah, 6.5 at 600 feet per minute to 100 knots.
Traffic inside. Command control, traffic inside, Sunship, 941 Charlie.
Perfect.
First out flaps. Down to minimums. Let's do 700. 6.7. 6.4. 600 feet per minute.
Central Planner for 1 Charlie,
We can keep between 100 and 110. It's good to go.
On navigation, Woody,
Tracking inbound now. Fortunately, jet full established.
4 Charlie, Juliet, winds on 006 knots, runway 11, clear to land.
Clear to land 11, Fortunately, jet. Bring the gear down.
Taxi 20 point, still runway right left via Charlie and parallel, report for departure.
Right on a path. Looking good. Let's do autopilot's going off. Full flaps. continue.
Lufthansa 563, we are back.
Let's go somebody. Argentina 160 to descent 3000 feet, QNH 1010, and via Halmstad clear dial to runway 27 report and publish.
QNH 1010, and also to the island, runway 72, report stop, now 1602.
Two stations, first step, Pedal 611, at Cook 4361. Canadian 206, cleared Copenhagen via Toronto. Initial climb height level 120, level change en route. Departure runway 0 left after departure, continue standard noise abatement procedures, Cook 1260, motion start approaching 1011, report for taxi. Correct. Take code Charlie Juliet taxi stand 2 via Bravo. Bye bye.
Stand 2 via Bravo. See you soon for Charlie Juliet. Bye bye.
Renault 611 winds 110 degrees 6 knots, runway 08 left, clear for takeoff.
Copenhagen Control, good day. Lufthansa 3 Yankee Yankee, passing Pegasus 130 inbound need.
Lufthansa 3 Yankee Copenhagen Control, hello, identified climb flight level 280.
Campus level 280, Lufthansa 3 Yankee Yankee.
Lufthansa 563, contact Bremen, frequency 126, decimal 325. Bye.
126, 325, Lufthansa 563, goodbye.
Straight ahead.
Bravo afternoon, I'll drive a 2234 with two climbing flight level 180.
IVAR 2234 Copenhagen Control, hello, identified. Runway 611 identified, climb flight level
230, direct runway.
Some trip 941 Charlie, contact Bremen, frequency 126.3255.
For 941.
Did that not connect? Let's see. Oh, I didn't click on it. There you go. Still not. Why? We'll leave it on battery, I guess. I'll turn off what I don't need. Alright, let's see what we're gonna do next. Let's see what we got time to...
Yankee, climb flight level 340.
Climb flight level 340, Lufthansa 3 Yankee.
Let's see, we could go to, let's see. Echo Delta X-ray Whiskey.
Over control, guten Abend. Big D69, passing flight level 150.
Or
D6 control, hello, identified.
RPLS.
102 winds. 2, correction, 300 degrees 5 knots, runway 27 clear land.
Looks like we'll be able to have ATC all the way, hopefully.
Control grading up to 64 Fox Lima, passing flight 110, climbing flight 190.
Top Swiss 64 Foxtrot Lima Copenhagen, control, hello, identified, climb flight level 280.
And level 280, top 64 Fox Lima.
Man, the tower is up there, which is nice.
Flight level 270.
Yep, so let's do that.
I have an issue from the other controller. He gave me directly JSON, but I think Lucis is a better balance. Can you maybe help me with that?
Let's switch up to Sierra Echo for...
Scandinavian 810 first.
Let's do Delta for Charlie Jeff. Delta for Charlie Juliet,
runway 10 right in Aarhus.
Going from Echo Kilo, Romeo November. I'll move the clock back 12 hours.
I am available for that term, but it's the other way. Lucis is on my route to the final of 1 thereby
to Echo Delta Whiskey, X-ray Whiskey.
It was all my mistake, sorry. Direct Gino, Golf
TBM-850.
Uniform Bravo.
Uniform 47 uniform level 420.
Can you say again for 812? My apologies.
Direct Gino, Golf India November Uniform Bravo.
Let's see what we got.
Directing Ginbo.
Start us off.
Negative, Gino.
While we get ourselves right here. Okay, no departure, depart 11, and it should be a right turn from there. Let's look at the ATIS for Silt. Arrival 32, formation Golf. transition level 70, whenever contact Bremen radar, frequency 26325, 340 at 8, visibility 10, broken 3007, overcast 45, temperature 10, dew point 7, 1011. Awesome. So it's 11 and 34, 32 runway. So let's see. What do we got as far as approaches? Or have an ILS. We'll set up for the ILS all dip transition. And let's double check the flight plan is looking good. 1132, so that's matching up nicely. We'll pre-file that. Just gotta look at something here. Okie dokie.
Just confirm heading 120.
Yeah, no external power in the batteries.
7 Bravo, and thank you for cooperation. Turn right heading 060.
Yeah, report 7 gain from level 420.
Formula Alpha Flight level 190, direct Vista. 3 stations plus 1, first Air France 1 for Romeo Alpha Copenhagen, control hello, identified climb height level 280. 280 Air France 1 Formula Alpha. Now suite 6 for Foxtrot Lima, climb height level 340.
Climb level 340, that's 6 for Foxtrot Lima.
Descent 3 Yankee Bremen 126325, bye.
126325, thank you, bye-bye.
Yeah, 47 gain from level 420.
Senior 47 Uniform Copenhagen, control hello, identified climb height level 430.
Actually, can we descend to 410? We are unable above.
Approved, descent height level 410.
Descending 410, senior 47 uniform.
No 611 cleared, correction via Toronto, cleared to test, P3 Charlie arrival, runway 22 left. Descent flight level 200.
Clear to test P3 Charlie arrival from runway 22 left, and we will descend for 200 left.
7810, descent flight level 2, correction, descent flight level 70.
Descending to flight level 50,
Negative, flight level 70.
70,
Copy to control. Good evening once again. Delta 4 Charlie Jet Underground in drone. I would like to request clearance to SIL, please.
First Argentina 1602, taxi stand 35 via Foxtrot, bye-bye.
Copenhagen Control, Canadian 29 Papa, port level 140, heading 190.
Canadian 29 Papa, Copenhagen Control, hello, identified climb height level 280, direct Mikos.
Climb flight level 280 and direct to Mikos, Canadian 29 Papa.
Canadian 206 taxi, holding point runway 08 left via Charlie and Parallel, report for departure.
Canadian 1215, request direct departure.
1215, unable. Discord. I'm sorry. The negative. Continue go. Break red north
611, proceed direct Charlie Hotel 631, descent flight level 130.
Direct Charlie Hotel 631, we descend for 180, with no 611.
Negative, descent flight level 130.
Sorry, 130,
And Copenhagen Delta for Challenger.
Echo Charlie Juliet Copenhagen Control. Hello, I have your flight plan from the to run. I don't have your flight plan from run. Please refile.
I will go for Challenger. Of course, as I forgot to disconnect and reconnect. Here we go. Block 1331. For Challenger, that we fouled under the different call sign.
Delta Charlie Juliet, thank you. Clearance on standby. Taxi startup approved. Greenwich 1012. Taxi to holding point of runway 11 via Alpha. And call you back for the clearance.
Register approve, a taxi 11 via Alpha, and stand by for clearance out for Challenger. 01.
Control, good evening, Lufthansa 5, Zulu Lima passing level 105 for 190.
Lufthansa 5 Zulu Lima Copenhagen Control, hello, identified climb flight level 280.
Lufthansa 5 Zulu Lima, climb to flight level 280.
Median 1215, request direct back to down inbound Delta.
Scandi 1215, direct back, continue, proceed direct back it.
Direct back, and median 115.
Big D69, turn right heading 330. Big D69, descent flight level 80. IL after 2234, descent 3000 feet, Kinate 1011. Upswitch 46, correction, upswitch 64, Foxtrot Lima, contact Bremen, frequency 126, 325.
We prevent 16325 plus 64, thank you.
Delta 611, contact approach 119, raise 055.
Approach 119, I need fire base 675.
Scandi 1215, descent flight level 130. Seven 206 wind 110 degrees 6 knots, runway 08, left hand 4 takeoff. Scandinavian 81 Zulu, descent 3000 feet, Arctic 81011, via Ginu, clear dial runway 10 right, report top. Lufthansa 541, contact approach 119, raise 055. Lufthansa 541, contact approach 119, raise 055.
119, I got
Delta Charlie Juliet. Sweden Control clears you to build via flight plan route. Initial climb altitude 5,000 feet. Departure runway 11. After departure, continue standard noise abatement procedure, then direct deadwood. Squawk 6046.
Your destination is flight by runway 11, initial 5,000 after departure, base and direct that to 6046 on the box for Charlie Juliet.
Use for Charlie Juliet, correct. Report ready for departure.
I will go for Charlie Juliet.
Senior Force 7 uniform contact Bremen, frequency 126.325 pi.
16325, Finnair Force 1 Union from Juice.
You're up at 2234, descent 2000 feet, turn 9, heading 320.
Alright, we're ready.
Contact Bremen, frequency 126.325 pi.
126.325, emergency 9 above, bye-bye.
Identified 2,100 climb height level 210, continue travel. We are up at 2234, are you able to be the runway direct left? Report clear visual approach runway direct left, report final. Designer distance 3000 feet, 1011, proceed direct departure. We need delay vectors. Do you need delay vectors? Seven 1215, descent side 780, turn right, heading 340.
Slow sending 145 to 1290.
Continue to 145 Copenhagen, control on the way then, set plan set level 280.
280 Copenhagen 145.
Delta 4 Charlie Juliet, ready for departure.
Delta 4 Charlie Juliet, when Trader will be constantly on 1 clear for deck. Ready for starting.
Clear takeoff 11, report airborne for Charlie Juliet. Take off.
Scandinavian 1215, we're able to climb on.
1215, copy. Confirm for now. 1215, velocity direct departure, clear dial runway 27, report published.
Direct back to GMS approach runway 26 and we'll look for this level in Scandinavian 1215. Just confirm QNH.
QNH 1011.
QNH 1011, Scandinavian 1215.
Roger, Rapid 2234, final noise 0 left.
Rapid 2234, wind 110 realistic knots on way 08 left, clear land.
08 left, clear to land, Roger, Rapid 2234.
Meeting 69 clear to for clear for tilting on the north side of aerodrome. Report breaking off.
Right, yeah, we're clear for circling on the north side and looking forward to bring off 1669.
Delta 4, Charlie Jet, airport message 2004.
First, Brian 810, confirm your clear to land. 810 wind. Column runway 10 right clear to left.
10 right clear to left.
Delta Charlie Juliet, you are identified. Continue climb flight level 280 direct Alpha Lima Sierra.
280 direct Alpha Lima Sierra for Charlie Juliet.
Runway 145, climb flight level 340.
310, something 145.
Negative, climb flight level 340.
340, something 145.
Runway 1215, speed 220 knots or less.
220 knots or less, Scandinavian 1215.
Alternate 307 Delta Copenhagen Control, hello, identified clear the Monarch for Charlie, arrival runway 22 left. Descent flight level 900, direct next stop.
Cleared by the Monarch for Charlie, arrival for runway 22 left, 79,000 feet and second direct.
Direct next stop and flight level 900.
Direct extra and flight level 90,
Negative, direct next stop.
Nexo, 133.
Command Control, Lufthansa 747, flight level 210, inbound T-Ball.
Lufthansa 747 Copenhagen Control, hello. Identified, clear the Monarch for Charlie, arrival runway 22 left, descent flight level 100.
Clear to Monarch for Charlie, arrival 122 left, descent flight level 100, Lufthansa 747.
Open control, full cleared Austrian 203 Juliet is passing flight level 265, descending to flight level 200.
303 Juliet Copenhagen Control, hello, identified, cleared Monarch for Charlie, arrival runway 22 left, and proceed direct next to descent flight level 900.
Cleared the Monarch 4 Charlie, arrival for runway 22 left, direct next door, and descend to flight level 900, Austrian 303 Juliet.
Lufthansa 50 Lima Copenhagen Control.
69 on the downwind.
Big D69 Roger, wind 080 degrees 5 knots, runway 08 left, clear land.
Within 15, 69.
Alpha 2234, taxi stand 6 via parallel and Charlie by.
Then number 6, right parallel on Charlie, onto Alpha 2234.
Scandinavian 1215, we're 8 miles, 26 right, we're circling to the north.
Scandinavian 1215, here on the screening on the north side of Ariel Drum, report breaking off.
We're circling to the north, we'll report breaking off, Scandinavian 1215.
Scandinavian 206 via Toronto clear to test P3 Charlie arrival runway 22 left, when ready descent flight level 130.
Okay, by Toronto, test P3 Charlie, 22 left, when ready, flight level 130, Scandinavian 206.
Scandinavian 1215 breaking off now.
1215, roger, traffic is about 10 miles. He's turning base for runway 08 left and report on downwind.
Report downwind, Scandinavian 1215.
Scandi 145, contact Bremen, frequency 126.325. Bye.
Was that 126325? The name 145.
That was for Scandinavian 145, 126.325.
126.325, Scandinavian 145.
Big 69, sorry, Big 69 report vacated.
Rudder.
Scandinavian 1215 downwind.
1215, roger, report final, straight left traffic on short span.
Roger, we'll report final, rear traffic inside Scandinavian 1215.
Trend 307 Delta, contact approach 119, radar 5 by.
119, radar 5, 307 Delta by.
Copenhagen, very good evening, right now to Bravo 50370.
Ryanair 2 Bravo Copenhagen, control hello identified. Big D69, your taxi distance 8 via Charlie and Charlie, correct?
Then 8 via Charlie and Charlie, Big D69.
Charlie and cross barrel.
Cross barrel. 669.
Sending 1215 runway 08 left, clear to land, wind 080 degrees 5.
08 left, clear to land, Scandinavian 1215.
Copenhagen Control, good afternoon, Ryanair 9, Juliet, if you pass the flight level 140 for 190.
Ryanair 9, Juliet, Copenhagen Control, follow identified climb flight level 280.
280 for Ryanair 9, Juliet.
Wizz Air 1181, connect to Wi-Fi, this is Copenhagen Control.
Well, conversation second call team. Last calling station second call sign.
Wizz Air 1181, person clarify that to Copenhagen Control.
Wizz Air 1181 Copenhagen Control, hello identified. Expect ILS runway 22 left. Correction, expect vectors ILS runway 22 left, turn. Continue heading 060, descent ready flight level 290.
Wizz Air 1181, next to ILS, runway 22 left, continuing heading 060, descent level 2 down to 0.
Negative heading 060.
Wizz Air 1181, 060, just ILS.
Halmstad 303 Juliet, contact approach 119-8055.
119-805, Austrian 303 Juliet, ciao.
Lufthansa 747, contact, correction, descent flight level 900 and contact approach 119-8055.
Descent flight level 090 on contact approach on 119 at estimate 805, Lufthansa 747.
Scandinavian 206, contact approach 119-8055.
119-805 is going to be 206.
All station Copenhagen Control will be closing in 15 minutes. Ryanair 9 Juliet, have flight level 380.
380 for Ryanair 9 Juliet.
Delta Charlie, I will be closing point at 531 to 35. Static nice for me, again.
Forward advisory for Charlie Jet, thank you.
025.
Contact frame radar 125, 025. Thanks.
Maybe deliver good evening, Ryanair 9 Juliet with you, pass flight level 280 from CA0.
Ryanair 9 Juliet, Bremen radar identified.
Alright, Bremen at, let's see. Oh, take a while to get there. After Alpha Lima Sierra.
German wings 2185, contact Bremen radar 125.025, bye bye.
Radar on 125.025, bye bye, vielen Dank.
Ryanair 216 Lima, Copenhagen has already closed. Continue your approach on advisory 122.8, bye bye.
Oh, they're closing too.
Master advisory 122.8, advisory.
Scandinavian 145, contact Bremen radar 125.025.
Contact Bremen radar 125.025. Maybe 145.
It's about 18.4. So transition level 70. Let's do that. Transition level 70, 26325, 340 plus 10 over gas 3,300, temperature 10 to 0.71011. And DLS 32. 111.5321.
German wings 018, descent altitude 3,000 feet.
Down to 3,000, German wings 018.
Maybe he's not close, I'm center standing.
Ryanair 900, I'm about to close my sector. Continue at
Oh, he is, yeah.
122 decimal 8. Bye bye.
Right, we'll go over to advisory for Ryanair 900, good evening.
Let's see here what's open.
German wings 018 and left heading 320.
Left 324, German wings 018.
Yeah, here's a 500 to go.
German wings 018, descent 2,500 feet, turn left heading 260, clear ILS runway 23.
Down to 2,500, turn left heading 261, clear ILS 23, German wings 018.
Link Echo Golf. Bremen radar, hello, you are about to enter the airspace of Copenhagen. Copenhagen is offline. Continue advisory 122.8. Bye bye.
122.8. Level off 280.
German wings 018, contact Hamburg Tower 126.855. Good night.
26.855, German wings 018. Good night, ciao.
All stations, Bremen radars closing now. Continue advisory 122.8, bye-bye.
Alright, let's look at ATC around. See what we got. Maybe, let's look here. Let's look at what I got of scenery. Keep the same airport. It's pointless to change. For about 170 knots, ground speed to 280, pretty good. Descent. Procedures in there. Let's see if we have Keldon 3000 or above 3. Awesome. Let's go back out to do the VCalc. Is that will dip? Yes. 3,000. So we begin our descent in about 9 minutes. And our speed will build up considerably. I'll probably get down about from 190 right down to about 240, 250 knots indicated. And now let's set 111.5, 3, 2, 1 with a minimum 231, 200 RA. Just double check here to see what other approaches they've got. TRMP, ILS, RB for both runways, ILS for 3-2 only. And the winds were Furs already, so 3-2 it is. So top of the sun showing up on there already. Wind's shifting on us. Went from 20 to 26 knots crosswind. Alright, we'll descent straight down. Let's see here. Hold him at 3,000, at or above 3,000, and set it at 3. Awesome. And that is at 1,500 feet per minute. With the higher speed, that would overshoot, but then we'll have to reduce further down our speed, which is going to be below what we have now, so we'll be okay. And it's at or above, so that's kind of buffers it. So you get at 290 knots. To Alpha Lima Sierra. There's the top of the set right there. Just cross-check with our VCalc. It's giving us 2 minutes. Yep. No, probably not. I'll need to head out. Unfortunately. I wanted to. So our speed should be building up now. Yeah. Yeah, outside my control. Call of Duty, man. So it's up to about 322 ground speed. Nice. Alright. Well stabilized on there. So you see 3,000, stabilized 1,000 after hold it. Once we reduce our speed, that should come closer to us here, so I can hold this speed, high speed until, I mean, literally the last, like when we start setting up for the approach. It's going to be a pretty quick approach. Make sure the aircraft is all set up. We've got, let's see, 11.5. And we'll cross-check on the course. Yeah, it's right on there. I'm gonna look here as well. Let's match the heading. It's giving us 321, that's correct. Back to the GPS. If I have traffic this plane here, I should. Traffic down. All right. Lead your case still up. They've been up for a while. almost there. Should be entering German airspace soon. It's right after Alpha Lima Sierra. There's Alpha Lima Sierra right there. And airspace starts right around the little crack there's here. There's Alpha Lima Sierra. Cool. We're up to 240 knots indicated, nice. Sea level. Not much on there. Silt is a pretty cool little airport. J parking. Apron 2. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I would do a circle to land, so we don't need to do. Question is which way. Let's see. Wind is 300. Man, it's really not worth it. Not worth doing a circle to land. Just land 3-2. Like to feel a little bit of it's like 8 knots crosswind and 80 knots final. It's fine. I'll be 3-2. So about 300 feet, 1,300 feet per minute. On that turn, we'll lose a little bit of the our altitude as well. Bumpy. It's funny not showing a distance on it's like here. Or on the flight plan itself. So it's 3,000 to Silta. We'll level off and reduce our speed for the approach. We're going to do the approach at let's do 120 knots. And you're making adjustments on the ILS. Don't need to have the power as stable because it's not a VAR. Just smooth changes. It's about 10 miles. It's more than enough to get it down to 120. 011. Receiving, cool. So let's go ahead and do heading mode. Glide slope and lock. RMF. RD ILS. Alright, what old dip? That was 1,000 to go to 3,000. Alright. There we go. Probably gonna overshoot a little bit. Which is okay. Leveling off 3,000. Bring the power back. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Just about 30 degrees here. More than enough. Prop full forward. So lock again. Here we go. It's better. Quite a bit of tailwind here. 12 knots. Should reverse. Salta. 2 miles. glide slope should be coming alive. There it is. There's our glide slope. Gears going down. Wind's changing to a crosswind, 10 knots. So traffic, Delta 4 Charlie Jet is on the ILS runway 32, so. Radio's changing up to like 5 to 6 knots now from about 2 to 1 o'clock. Change to a headwind. First object flaps. Get the nose down. And a little bit of power. There's our headwind. There's plenty of runway for us. The outer marker. Autopilot's coming off. Continue. There's the inner marker. Oh, it's from the left now. Can get as much runway as I need. A bit of left rudder. Bring the power back slightly. Right rudder. Pull back. There you go. Would not use beta. Just let it roll. Pull the flaps up. Reduce air drag. Let the air run up. Nice. Go down, all the way down to the end. So traffic, unfortunately just the runway 32 was taxi via Delta to the stand Gulf 1 Silt. Or 01 that is, can't really see. Just go down a terminal there. Just says an RGA is over. I'm not going to go GA though. Alrighty. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. I will see you guys later. Bye bye. See ya.